You're sure you haven't seen it? Oh. Yeah, I know I haven't been posting at all. Today's a very special vlog though. Primarily because it is centered around one of my favorite knives. I am not a real boy, kind of feeding off of the whole Reddit thing with Squid and Shankles has produced his own scales for the Replicant and I just have to try them. Oh wait, it's not modded at all. This knife is nearly perfect stock. So like, I don't really get how people think that they can even change this knife and make it any better. Like, come on. It's freaking... Oh. Anyways, we'll see what's Gucci with the AL scales from I'm Not a Real Boy. Roll the footage. No, you're the beautiful one. Yeah. Whoa. It's just a friend, nothing. CF, you know it's not like that. What's the use? We can't hide our love. She performs better. Boom. It's quite a bit of ass that you get added there, huh? Chamfered aluminum, bead blasted to perfection, and for the select lucky few, anodized. But what I want to talk about is the dynamics of the flipping of the Replicant and how they change with these scales. Replicants have an implicit rear bias, meaning that they come default with a rear bias. The back of the handles are heavier and the blade tip has weight. So momentum is easily carried through when doing tricks. With these scales, the weight distribution changes because these are heavier. So there's not as much of a difference between the center of gravity and the ends, where the tip is and where the ends of the handles are. That being said, it still carries its momentum fine, as you can clearly see. I do like the heavier handle material because it makes the sound a lot better. That also though could have been because of the way I installed them. Well, it took me about like 3 hours to install them, spaced out between 2 days. I'm Not a Real Boy is not a professional maker. He's not, you know, this is the first time he's done this, and they're great scales, but they were off a very slight amount, and I had to use a vice grip to get the pivots through the pivot, I guess, holes on the scales. So I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to take these off or not. Zen pins come in Replicants with screws that go on one side and then the other side, and he provided me with a screw that you kind of screw into the middle of the Zen pin, and I didn't really understand how it was connected to the scales at all. So I just didn't install those, and I just put the Zen pin in and then put the scales on top, and then I'm using the tension between the screws at the end of the handles here, these ones, and the pivot screws to hold tension to keep the liners locked, to keep my Zen pins in place. The issue is, I don't know if that contributes to the sound or not, but the sound is amazing. It sounds perfect. And that's one of my favorite things about the scales, as ironic as that is the sound that the knife makes now. Besides installation, these are great scales, especially for the price. That being said, I am a little biased. I do love Replicants, and if there's gonna be something that makes a Replicant more fun to flip, I'm obviously gonna like it. It seems to flip a lot cleaner, if that makes sense. You can definitely tell the increase in weight though. Listen to that sound. Listen to that shit. Should you cop? Well, that's a personal question, boys. In regards to most people's questions, which is which one do I prefer, I can't really say because it's a different type of flipping experience, if that makes sense. I like Replicants because of the amount of speed that I can put into my flipping. This is more like a titanium, you know, Bass R, where you have to give it a little bit to get it going, but then once it's going, it goes. Sounds kind of weird. As I stated before, the weight that you add gets distributed evenly along the handles. That in turn makes it so it's a more neutral knife. Now, Some people prefer neutrality, other people prefer rear bias, some people prefer blade bias. It's really up to you. But if you're looking about, if you're looking at just, mod a replicant just to like see what's Gucci with it, I definitely recommend picking up these scales. It's really weird flipping a metal replicant, but it feels nice, I'm not gonna lie. Just let me know like what your opinion is on clones, and if you guys wanna see me do reviews on them, because people have asked me to, and I've kind of been hesitant because I think clones are like really, I fucking hate clones. This is almost so close to the shortstop. Basically, the way I look at modding a knife is, will it fuck the knife up? And if it doesn't, it's good. That's what this is. This is good shit. It does not impact the knife in a negative way at all. It is preferred, but I view it as a different type of knife now. I don't view it necessarily as a replicant, if that makes sense. It doesn't flip like a normal replicant. So like there's like G10 replicants, then there's like carbon replicants, and then there's like these kind of replicants, metal replicants that are a little heavier. I count them all as different knives. My autofocus is messed up. Please roast me in the comments. Yeah, I don't know, fuck it. It's not what it seems like. This is just a friend,